Testimony of what the Lord has done for me. Back in January of this year, I woke up one Monday morning. I have a colostomy from colorectal cancer that I had. I had it for, this is my 12th year. And I woke up and I went in and sat down on the couch and turned my morning news on, the TV. It's one of those normal things, but I said, well, I had a little twinge in my stomach, and I got up and went back to the bathroom. When I got to the bathroom, I took my bag off to change it, and it was full of blood and blood clots. I put that second bag on. Within 45 seconds, it was full of blood, bright red blood. I didn't know what was happening. I had my phone there close with me, and I called my daughter, and she and her husband came to the house. They're only about a half a mile from me, so in about 6 minutes they were there. And he drove me from Houstonville to Eva McDowell Hospital in about 8 or 9 minutes. It didn't take him long to get me there. But I went into the ICU, into the emergency room, and they started to work on me a little bit. I had lost 3 bags full of blood before I ever got to the hospital. I was in a bed in the ER from about 10 o'clock until 8:30 that night before I got into a room. The doctor came and saw me once while I was in ER. And after I got in the room, one doctor came and he said, we're going to do some exploratory stuff. We're going to scope you and see if we can find out where maybe this blood is coming from. Well, they started not long after that. Tuesday morning, they came and got me. They did a colonoscopy. I had 4 colonoscopies in a week's time. I was scoped twice. 4 doctors stood at the foot of my bed after they did the last colonoscopy. And they told me, Jim, we cannot find where this blood is coming from. We don't know. It's got us stumped. We don't know what to do. We can't pinpoint where this is coming from. I told those doctors, I said, well, I'm going to check myself out, and I'm going to go to Lexington to Baptist Health and see if they can do anything. They did some work on me before. So that afternoon, my daughter and son-in-law took me to Lexington. I was in Central Baptist for 4 days. They could not find anything. Still bleeding. No way that they could stop it. And about noon of the last day that I was there, they said they're going to send you to Cardinal Hill and let you go through some therapy. Maybe this will give us an idea of what's going on. Well, they took me to Cardinal Hill about noon that day, and I got in the room at Cardinal Hill later that afternoon, and things still weren't right. I had 4 pints of blood given to me at Eva McDowell. I had 2 pints of blood given to me at Baptist Health, and Cardinal Hill gave me 2 pints of blood. That's 8 pints of blood. And they told me at Cardinal Hill that they'd never seen anybody lose that much blood at one time and survive. But that first night that I was at Cardinal Hill, I had a 2.5-hour talk between me and the Lord. And I told him, Lord, look, it's like this. This is my time. I'm ready to go. It's up to you. You're the great physician. And if you decide to keep me here on this earth. Maybe you have purpose for me, just let me know, and I'll be glad to do it. And after that 2.5 hours, the next morning when I woke up, things had really come into play. I had no blood that I was passing. And on my colostomy bag, I had 4 small drops of blood. And that was it. It completely stopped. I thank the Lord all day long. I was in therapy for 4.5 hours that day. And the whole time, every one of the ladies that was in that physical therapy room prayed for me when I went in that room. And they prayed for me when I came out of that room every day. And I thank the Lord. He's still got a purpose for me. I don't know completely what it is. I still may need to sing a little bit more. Don't know, most of you probably didn't know this, but I have been a minister of music in several different churches. I was at Beach Grove Church for 8 years, Bethlehem Baptist Church 3 years, Perryville Baptist 3 years. I was intra-ministry music at Gethsemane Baptist Church 3 different times. Wife and I moved to Florida for 18 years. And I was ministry music at the church we were in down there. And maybe that's what the Lord wants me to do, continue to do. Either that, or in the words in some of these songs, these 2 songs that I want to sing with you, sing for you. There are things that we need to do as Christian people. And especially the second song that I'm going to share with you. The first song is, I think most of you will know this, He Came to Me. I think most of you will know this song. And the one line in this song says, He came to me when I possessed no hope within. I didn't have any hope after these doctors had told me, all 6 of them, that there's nothing else they could do. And I had one nurse that told me, she said, I heard what the doctors told you. And she said, we have lost people that have lost less blood than you. We can't understand why you're still here. I said, well, I've got a great physician. And I said, He took care of things. And I'm still here. And He's got a purpose for me. And then the second song, there's another line in here that we need to think about. And I'll tell you that just in a few moments. But I do want to share that the Lord was the one that brought me through.
Amen.
I had lost my wife 2 years ago, 2021. She had breast cancer to begin with. She suffered with it and worked with it. And she passed away in 2023, or 2021. And she was a champion. She didn't let anything get her down, but this did. And when she said she's ready to go, she was ready to go. And that's what I told the Lord. I'm ready to go if you're ready for me. Listen.